This is clearly a bus, right? No, not even close. This is obviously a Greek people carrier. And if you want to get around Greece in one of these, better bust out your electronic calculator and look up the roadology in a Quest machine. But if that doesn't have you all like, huh, what? Then stick around and let's take a look at the weird, the crazy, and the sometimes hilarious words that old tongues have for talking about new technologies. Throughout India, it's incredibly common for technical terms to come from Sanskrit, not English. In Sanskrit, you can learn all about the principles of things. The principles of chemistry, the principles of prosperity, even the principles of pleasure. Hello, where was that one in my university's course catalog? Never one to give in to the barbarians, China has crafted some nifty tech terms. Take the two characters in mobile phone. They stand for hand machine. Clever enough, but check out this word. Sure, it sounds like hacker, but it cleverly slides past copyright infringement. Hey, we didn't steal it. That's just our word for dark visitor. If you come down with a fever while speaking Swahili in Kenya, you'll be a person sick when you visit the doctor. But let's hope you don't get diagnosed with problem of kidney, because then they're probably going to have to shred or split you. Turkey has made an art of ditching foreign words and creating new Turkish ones since the end of the Ottoman days. Before you get too cozy here, we're talking about the heyday of this kind of Ottoman, not this kind of Ottoman. For anyone out there whose two life goals happen to be getting into space and competing in the Turkish Language Olympiad, yes, that's a thing, here's one stone for your two birds. Practice Turkish in a space vehicle. Totally makes sense, right? You'll then join the elite group of spacemen. Hooray! But you can't be totally averse to sharing the experience with other languages because you're going to need things like rockets and computer algorithms to get there. Speaking of computers, in France and Spain it's an ordinator. Or is that ordinator? I bet you wish your comp had a name that powerful. Nearby Italy, on the other hand, has no problem just using a computer. But to be honest, not everyone in Italy is so happy to take on new words. The Vatican has good Latin terms for everything from audiovisual fables to nocturnal taverns to my personal favorite, super spacious airships. Boom, there it is, a Latin jumbo jet. You know, I bet some Roman emperors really wish they had one of those. Caligula, we're looking at you. She's just what history needed, right? A Roman soul plane. If Latin jumbo jets can't convince you that dead languages don't stay dead, then check out Icelandic, where old resurrected words dig themselves right out of their zombie Viking graves. Yeah, it's cool that the old word for line came in handy again, but nothing beats booting up your Icelandic number prophetess. Way to go, Iceland, you're such a make-believe land. As if we didn't already have proof of that in the form of Bjork and Sigur Rós. Across the pond, in the Incan Andes, you can take a class on the world order in the native tongue. In fact, since Pacha already means time or space, why not dig into the relations of world things? Sorry, you and this guy probably know that better as the theory of relativity. Got your fill of physics? Don't leave the New World just yet. First, drive north, and your Blackfoot starts to run without apparent cause. If that's not fast enough, the Koyukon of Alaska might suggest an "it rises" of its own accord to get you there a little faster. If you don't have a term for it, just make the word look native. Hawaii has this down pat. Hawaiianizing words and phrases like "aino kia" gives island imports an authentic look and feel. That gets us kamepula, assuming you don't want to go full-on native and call it an electronic brain. That is so cool. Getting terms to sound and look more native, even if they're totally not, is everyday business in Japanese, where the locals can box in foreign examples by writing them in a totally different script. So hairdryers are hairdryers and roller coasters are roller coasters in Japan, even if they don't look like it at first. Yeah, so see that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Yeah, they're all from English. Oh yeah, hey, there's one more piece of technology I wanted to share with you guys. It's called the subscribe button. And if you and I can stick around for more technology awesomeness in the future. I promise not to do the robot ever again. Just click it. Go ahead.